Example number 3. This one's pretty loaded question, but I think if you're getting what we're doing, you're going to be okay with this one, but it's a little bit more advanced. Like the other questions, let's say you'd be at a 2.5 or a 3 if you got those and understood those. And this one's taking you to that 3.5, 4 level on the grade book. So point B is on the x-axis and has the same x-coordinate as point A. And you can see that. The x is 5 and the x is 5. Point C is located at -2, and the distance from point A to C, this distance, I'm going to call it whatever, it's a W, is the same distance as this one, which I'm calling a W. Okay, the distance from A to C is equal to the distance from A to B. What is the value of N? Well, there's a loaded question right there, right? So if I can find this N value, which is the same as W, it's this height. This height is telling me how far to go in the N direction. Then I can calculate this distance here. So what I can realize is if this is -2 up to some value, and this is 5 up to some value, I can find that distance from -2 to 5. So I'm finding the distance from -2 to the y-axis and then the y-axis all the way out to 5. So I already know this is 5. What's this distance? So really what I'm doing is this. We're comparing point A to point C. We're looking at -2n and comparing it to 5n. And just like all the other problems we've been doing, can we compare -2 and 5 to each other and find a distance? Yes. Can we compare n and n to each other? So in other words, if n is 10, this is 10. So we can't find a distance between those. So we're not going to look at the y-coordinates. We're going to look at the x-coordinate. And then we're going to say this point is here and this point is here. They're in different quadrants. So we have the absolute value of -2 plus the absolute value of 5. Different quadrants we add. So we get 2 plus 5. We get a distance of 7. So this distance, which I first called W, is 7. So what's this distance over here? 7. So if this is 7, can you give me the coordinates of A? A went over 5 units and then went up 7. So the coordinates for A are 5, 7. What's the coordinate for B? B is here. We go 5, and then do we get to go up? So if you don't get to go up, that's 0. Does anybody know the coordinate for C? We already know it's -2, and then it's n. Well, what was n? N is what we solved to be 7. We went up A, we went 5, and then up 7. So that means we also went up 7 to get to this point C. So now we have all the values. We know what n is, which was the question, but we have all the coordinates based off that example.